Hello, welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Ivory Craig, and today we're starting in Mount Holly, North Carolina. We're going to meet with Kim Webb, who's the co-founder and executive director of Strong Light AK. Next, we're going to be going to Cramer Mountain to play some golf with Kevin Eudy. You may know him as Officer Eudy. Officer Eudy has millions of followers online, so I can't wait to talk to him as well. So let's get started. We're here at the Strong Light AK house in Mount Holly, North Carolina to meet with Kim Webb, the executive director and co-founder. Let's go check it out. This is Kim Webb, executive director of Strong Light AK. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Of course, happy to be here.
So I know people are wondering what's going on and where we're standing right now.
Yeah.
You know, a new construction home.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this is the Strong Light AK house. We're building it here in Mount Holly, North Carolina. This house is being built to serve children and families traveling to the Charlotte area, specifically Levine Children's Hospital, to receive cancer care. The Strong Light AK house will be free of charge. It's a single family home that one family can stay here at a time. It's very important to us to build a home like this simply because as a family, we were able to travel with our son, Adam, when he was receiving cancer care. We made a lot of memories. We had a lot of good times traveling together, and we wanted to give that to other families. We wanted to relieve the financial burden of having to find a place to stay when traveling for cancer treatment. So we thought, what better way to do that than to build a home?
Well, I mean, that's an absolute amazing story. I know being able to give back like that is tremendous, and those that have to go through that, and you, of course, having to go through that to alleviate that issue of compensation and having to worry about paying for a house.
Yes.
That's just beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. And we're just very lucky that we're able to do this and continue Adam's legacy in this way, for sure, and give back to the folks that walked the same journey as we did and as Adam did.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
We're at Cramer Mountain Club in Cramerton, North Carolina, with this beautiful facility, 18-hole golf course, swimming pool with the slide, tennis courts, volleyball, restaurant, to meet up with Kevin Eudy. You may know him as Officer Eudy, huge online personality, social media influencer, almost 10 million followers on TikTok. Can't wait to catch up with him and play some golf. We're here with Kevin Eudy, AKA Officer Eudy. Thank you for being here with us today.
Appreciate you.
I know you got a lot going on. I think I caught you at the best time. You're in town from being on the road. So can you explain and talk about a little bit what you got going on lately?
Yeah, I have a Kids Ain't Shit tour. I just started a stand-up comedy tour. Never knew that was something that I would be into. I kind of got thrown into it at the beginning of the year with a couple of my buddies that were doing it. But absolutely fell in love with it. Always been told I was good at storytelling, and judging by the sold-out venues that I've had so far, I feel like I'm doing all right so far.
I'm absolutely horrible at telling a story. My wife knows that. My brain goes all over the place, but you are phenomenal at that. And that's why I think your consistency in your videos and storytelling is what grasps people to stay connected to watching over and over again. Can you give us a couple examples or one example of what you talk about on social media?
It's a little bit scatterbrained. Like I said, I feel like it's a squirrel on the, just kind of goes all over the place. But one of them, I do a Kids Ain't Shit story. My daughter, she's 8 years old. I call her Baby Lucifer because she's crazy as hell. I'm pretty sure that she's either going to run prison or the White House one day. So I guess it's just a relatable kid content with so many parents out there. Like I said, you're a father yourself, so you know how crazy these kids can be.
Absolutely.
So it kind of got all started with the just law enforcement stories and then carried over into the just kids being crazy.
So another question I thought of asking you, what sets you apart from other comedians on tour?
And I grew up on like Richard Pryor and Robin Williams, and I don't consider myself just a traditional comedian. And I have such a fond respect for those men and women who can write a joke, get out there, memorize it, get on stage, and nothing stops them from performing that joke. For me, I get so scatterbrained, so I could sit and I could put a whole set together, have everything prepared, and first heckler or first something goes sideways or the chair moves, the stool, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So for me, it's easier for me to just jot down some bulletin points of things that I want to discuss. And then I just go with the flow with the audience, whatever the audience is feeling. I feel like that I integrate so much of what the audience is asking from me.
Yeah.
And it just puts me in a different perspective than most other people see.
Nah, man, that's a huge talent right there. And also overlooked because I know a lot of comedians, they might get thrown off when something like that happens. Appreciate you for coming out, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you guys for watching. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. And so I'm Ivory Craig, the host of The American Dream. And just remember, real estate's 24/8, so I gotta get to work. Cheers, brother.
Yes, sir.